Hello, everybody. This is Waldorf,
And this is Statler,
and today we got Battle Report 93.
093.
Orcs and Goblins versus the Demon Legions at Huzzah Hobbies.
Yes.
93. Countdown continues.
Yep.
What's going to happen at 100?
The internet is going to explode.
Ooh, that would be scary. Anyway. All right.
Either that or some of these little eyeballs from this emblem from the Demon Legions are going to
Recorded 90.
show up in your dreams.
Now recorded 93 games.
There you go.
Dude,
Must mean we're over 100 videos.
you're well over 100 videos. All right, moving on.
I think we're up to three subscribers yet.
I think we got 4. Our fourth guy just showed up.
Okay.
Correct. But I think we're losing Blonde Beer after we did that other thing.
Yeah, probably so.
So now we're back down to 3.
Yeah.
So anyway, Orcs and Goblins. Here's my list. Go ahead and pause if you want to take a look at it. It's exciting. It's the same list I've been running lately. And now for your benefit, ta-da, the new color cards.
I see color.
They're no longer black and white.
Yes.
So spells for against the demons. I got the Flaming Swords, Pyroclastic Flow, Ring of Fire, Scorching Salvo, Fireball Ring, and Fireball. What's up on the top right?
That's the attribute.
Fire Cloak or whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
The one where you take D6 strength 4 at everybody after the combat.
Right.
I didn't want this spell, but I can't. You don't have choices. There's no default to flip down to. So you're stuck with this. The problem with this spell is you do D6. You do a strength 4 hit to everyone that's touching you at the end of the close combat. But I'm playing demons, so I don't think I'm going to have anybody left at the end of any combat. So that's the downside to that one. Moving on. Here we go. Here's how the deployment went. I placed down this unit. My idea was to deploy over here on the left-hand corner. But
You changed your mind?
well, after I placed the unit of boar boys there on the far left, the feral orcs, and he placed his guys across from me. I placed my other boar boys over here in kind of the center towards the right.
Right.
Knowing with my 18-inch command, I can put this big unit of common goblins right between this forest and the water.
Right.
And hit both with the 18-inch command.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then he just went ahead and dropped everything, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be over there where that bloodthirst, the
Scourge of Wrath.
Scourge of Wrath is.
Yeah,
I want to open up some distance between him.
Right.
So, and I did this so that if the Scourge of Wrath goes after my army, then I can just continually shoot at him with my war machines, because there's another Git launcher to the left.
Okay,
in
behind
the left corner, which is cut off the screen.
So then he set up those, and then he just dumped the whole thing to dominate the center of the table.
Correct.
So we got what? 2 woods, a field, a hill. I guess that's a lake.
There's a hill on each side on the right hand.
There's another hill over there.
There's a light tan one back there.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the games when I walked into late, and they already set up terrain.
Got out the magic felt.
Yes, they had.
Yeah.
I insisted he put trees on the hills, on the forest, and this is what I managed to get out of it.
Okay.
But a hill, and then it's a water feature over on the left, and a building.
Okay.
The marker in the center is the center of the
Okay.
table is the secondary objective.
And it's straight across the deployment?
And the deployment was
the refused flanks?
the refused flank, where I was forward on the sides.
Yeah, because it looks like you're kind of forward with your guys. Yeah. Okay.
And you can see in his army, he has the Dogs of Wrath over there on the left, unit of Furies. He's got whatever that cannon chariot is thing now, whatever that thing's called.
So even though this is blue, this is all Wrath.
Yeah, Scourge of Wrath, unit of the what are they called now?
I don't know.
Anyway, the destroyers.
Yeah. Scourge fighters.
The guys that kill you a lot.
Yeah.
Another cannon.
Another Wonka-mobile.
A unit of Crusher Knights. A small unit of 10 of the Wrath guys.
Yes.
The core Wrath guys. And this over on the right is the Blood Chariot, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The one that gives gives frenzy to everybody within
right. Okay.
Fighting and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
I
was wondering how he had 3 Wonka-mobiles. Okay, so he does have 3 Wonka-mobiles, but only 2 of them shoot. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the other one looks a lot different if you get a closer view of it.
Okay.
So we're moving on to turn 1. Since he dropped everything, he gets to go first. And you can see his big guy just came forward. He doesn't care.
Was he worried about your boars hitting him or something? Or was that you?
Well, I put it there. He was worried about the boars hitting the Furies.
Okay.
But that's a forever charge.
Right.
So, like, he ended up he couldn't get out of their arc, but
through a lake and a field. Yeah.
Yeah, through the lake and the field. I don't.
In a
think
long
that
ways.
was gonna
Yeah.
be a
So
good thing for me.
at the moment, it looks like he's concerned about your war machines.
Yeah, his idea was to come forward and kill him.
Yeah. Okay.
As you can see, that's exactly what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Over here on the other side, he came forward a bit, but kind of kept his distance. Doesn't want to get hit by anything major.
Mm-hmm.
And start off with his cannon on first turn. Fires and does 4 wounds to
That's nice.
Mr. Gargantula. Yeah, it's nice for him. What's so nice for me?
Yeah.
So my turn. Declaring charges. The Gargantula. Well, I'm looking at getting pinned in here, and I don't want that to happen. So the Gargantula can actually charge straight forward past the Wolf Rider, the Raiders, the Goblin Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Charge straight past them, wheel 90 degrees, and then hit into the Harpies.
Okay.
With a 14-inch charge.
All right.
So I'm like, woohoo! And then overrun past the big scary guys, and hopefully into the cannon back there, which is I think a 9-inch overrun. That was the plan.
What, you're gonna close the door and go straight back? I'm having a problem visualizing this.
Yeah, I go straight forward with the spider.
Right.
Make
Turn
a 90 degree
degrees.
turn to the left, come over, clip the left hand corner of that first guy,
Right.
and then wheel back into
and wheel
them
back because they're in your front,
because they're in my front.
or
right
you're
now.
in their front, I should say.
Correct. I'm in their front.
Okay, I
They're
see.
in my- yeah.
And then you'll pursue through.
And
Okay.
I'll pursue through to that. Correct. And that will do a couple things for me. It puts me in his back line. He's got to be concerned about that.
Right.
It
And hopefully kills one of those cannons.
hopefully kills off the cannons because I got 4 wounds left.
Mm-hmm.
My concern though is I don't make the overrun after I kill the Furies,
And he hits you in the flank.
and not only just he hits me in the flank. I've got a plan for that. I've got my Raiders to come forward if I want to. But my concern though is that I don't reach the stupid cannon and it charges me and the impact hits kill me,
Yeah.
which is always a possibility.
Yep.
And it's got that wild card with the 5-up ward save. It
Yeah.
means it can
It's a
survive anything.
it's a real nice piece.
So anyway, so that's the plan there. Over here,
Move forward.
I did not. Over here, I did not want to charge. This is I'm putting the dice down. Oh, they failed their leadership check, their frenzy check, and look at that, made it in.
And they did charge.
And they charged and made it in.
Well, at least those guys have no strength.
Yeah, they're not good. Over here, there's where the Gargantula ends up after that
Okay.
maneuver I was mentioning.
You got where we wanted to be. Okay.
So he got where he wanted to be. Get off a pyroclastic flow and put a couple wounds on the Crusher Knights.
Mm-hmm.
My concern, of course, I want to knock them down. I would like
Yep.
at least one less of them.
Yeah. Well, the Demon Legions aren't so bad.
So I got my get launcher here, so I fire it. Roll a 1. That's okay because I got a bully. Roll a 1. Roll the result of the misfire chart is a 1. I got a bully, so I drop down a wound and re-roll that die and roll another 1.
Okay.
So I may not shoot for the rest of the game.
Yes.
The other thing, I guess I didn't show a picture of it. The splatterer on the left, fire, hit the Scourge of Wrath, wound him. He rolls and gets a 5-up board save.
Okay.
Ignores me.
Ah.
So moving on to combat. Before I go, he kills all 6 of my guys.
Can't imagine how with their higher initiative and a handful of attacks.
Yeah, it's only 10 attacks.
Only 10 attacks, only high strength, high weapon skill. It's okay.
Strength 5, 10
Yes.
attacks. I mean, he needs 3s to hit me, 3s to wound me.
Yeah.
Which means I have a 6-up armor, 6-up ward.
Yep.
Still didn't expect him to get all 6 of them.
Yeah.
But whatever. He did. Big surprise. Here's where I was showing you. Brought these, just in case, I brought these guys forward. I brought them forward anyway because I wanted to slow down their advance. I want to keep them off me for a turn, so now they come over, hit them,
Right.
reform, and they're not advancing very far. Was my idea there. And that's the overall look of it. So we go on to turn 2. And the Crusher Knights declare a charge. They needed...
It looks like, I'm sorry, just backing up. It looks like if he just charges and wheels right away, he's going to hit your front and come around and still clip the back of your spider. No?
He possibly could.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, because he's only going to clip me in that case, and
Yeah,
he's
like,
not going to kill
one
me.
One or two guys. Yeah.
Right, onto the spider.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that, because that way he can't shoot me and kind of ties him up for a round or two.
Right.
I would actually be thrilled if he did that.
Okay.
Anyway, meanwhile, the Crusher Knights declare a long charge here at my boar boys, Ed Bashers. Mr. Scourge decides he wants to take out the Git launcher since it hit him. I'm sorry, the Splatterer, since it hit him last time.
Yes, bounced off
And
his
scared
axe.
him at least.
Yeah.
Over here, Blood Chariot is going to come over at my Gargantula. He is in my front. And my spiders, I'm sorry, my wolf raiders, goblin raiders, elected to flee.
Yeah.
He continued the pursuit. Over here, the Wonkamobile #1 charges in, makes it in.
Yep. There's our favorite corner to corner.
Over here, the Crushers make it in. I shot one more down during
Oh,
this.
so somebody seems to be missing.
The Archers managed to put the third wound on
That
one.
maybe tripped over the rock candy.
Yeah. These guys came forward, killed my Goblin Raider.
They caught 'em.
We caught the Goblin Raiders
And
reformed there.
Okay. Guess you could have done without that.
And of course, he made it in and faced the other direction so he could overrun towards them.
Since he can wheel. And
Not sure why he went this direction, considering the
yes.
dogs were on their way in.
Yeah.
And we're going to make short work of it anyway. But
Yeah. No, it's like a mistake.
not that it matters. But anyway, so
Yeah.
and there you go.
Okay.
So we got that combat. What is this? He took a wound. That must have been a wound he had earlier. So I think the shooting did 2 wounds to him.
Okay.
And he made it in there. Why am I showing you 2 pictures of everything?
I don't know, because you can.
All right. So is his cannon? Check the arc. He's got the back corner. My guy takes a shot at him. Gets the misfire result, and he's done shooting for the game.
Hold on. You wiped out the harpies or whatever they're called, furies.
I wiped out the Furies. Let's see if it shows it. See if there's a better picture of it. I wiped out the Furies, moved forward, and got 8 when I needed a 9.
Oh, okay.
Did not reach the cannon.
That was the question.
And his cannon, his
Wait a second, how
turn.
to get over there?
His cannon on his turn just took a normal move
And moved over to the
my
side.
flank.
Okay.
Right. Sorry.
So he's taking the pot shot.
So he's taking a pot shot at me from there. The blood chariot or whatever comes charging in. Did 5 wounds to me. I did nothing in return.
Mm-hmm.
Strength 5 against the toughness 5. It's
Yeah.
It's a tough 5. I think it might be tough. Might even be tough 6. Anyway, I did nothing.
Can't recall. I thought they were tough 5, strength 5, strength 6 on the charge or something like that.
Of course, the Scourge made real quick short work of the.
I can't believe he won that
Splatterer.
combat.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me. So I thought I'd hold out for a turn or two. I got a bully. Come on.
Changed his mind, turned around. Okay.
And then, after combat, decided he didn't need to go over there after that.
Yeah.
Get launcher after all. Turned back into the center of the board.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, the Crusher Knights came in. I actually got lucky and did. Looks like 1 or 2 wounds to him.
Yeah, because he had one already, right?
He had a wound on him. Yeah, so I did 3 wounds to him.
Yeah.
With the 2 I have remaining. Actually, a couple of them went as well because the Crusher's slow.
Right.
The Knight on top's fast. But
Yeah.
anyway, he only killed 4 of me, which was a fantastic result.
Yeah.
And I put a couple wounds back on him and stuck around there.
Okay, well, that's helpful.
Which is helpful. And he's got 2 wounds left on him. So got that going for me.
And no reforming.
Over here, back on my turn,
again,
I fire and did the exact same thing. I rolled 3 1s in a row.
Okay.
So now I'm out of artillery.
You're ready to play Yahtzee.
The big unit of common goblins turns to face the big horde coming at them.
Yep.
You can see back here behind it, there's my general. Back there, out the lone guy back behind the hill, so the cannons can't see him.
You need a more impressive figure for that guy.
Yeah, I think so. The BSB, he popped out of the unit as well. Headed back this way.
Hopefully they don't get sniped.
Hopefully he doesn't get sniped. Took the chance. We'll see what happens. Because if he's shooting at it, he's not shooting at my spider over there on the left.
Yeah.
Is what I was thinking. So there you have that. Oh, and there you go. That's a better picture of that. The goblins on the hill, the cave goblins on the hill, charged downhill because I'm figuring once I go into this unit, he's going to kill a bunch of me, and I get off the hill and get the downhill charge, 3 ranks.
And you still have your ranks.
And blah, 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 blah. So I was like, okay, we'll try it.
Yeah.
Why not? And because off to the left of him, off to the right, the giant cave gnasher came in and clipped 1.
So he's fighting the
he's fighting the unit as well.
Okay.
And he's, like I said, he's only on 1, so chances are he's not going to get killed.
Right.
And he's got the impact, 6 strength, 6 attacks, and then a storm.
So you should do well there.
So I'm looking at doing okay there. Although I am going to get beat up bad by these things. Although they're not as good. They don't get the additional attack unless they charge.
Right. There's not that many of them.
It's 10 of them, so reduce their attacks by 5, I guess. So there's a better shot at that. So we go to removing casualties. Impact. After his break test, he has a guy left.
Okay.
1.
So he didn't actually. How many of yours did he kill? 1,
and he didn't
2,
kill
3,
very many of all.
5, 6. How big was your unit?
30. He killed nothing in the unit.
Yes, I see. Every 30 guys.
Yeah. He had a terrible roll.
Wow.
So.
How many did the impact do?
What?
How many did the impact do?
My impact? What? I mean,
it's
1 probably.
Right? Oh yeah, it's 1.
It's only got 1 attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be great if it could do more. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm still at 30. So anyway, I think he killed 1. I think there's 1 missing. Anyway, so moving on over there to the right, the fight with the blood chariot continues. Neither one of us did anything this turn.
Okay, so he's still there.
So I'm still sticking around.
I think he charges. He charges with devastating charge. I think doesn't he get strength 6 on the charge?
Yeah, he gets extra strength.
Yeah,
it's just ugly.
Yeah. Now he's just fighting with his attacks.
The crusher in the center took another wound, but did wipe me out.
Finished you off. And is pointing towards.
And is now pointing towards everything. Go to turn 3. That's where we're looking at.
Yeah. Doesn't look good.
So the crusher initially charged the BSB.
Right, he ran away.
Fled, of course, because he could get behind the unit. He redirected and successfully redirected into the cave goblins that are fighting that guy over there.
Okay, so charging the flank of the cave.
Trying to go help that guy. Over here on the left, the big horde charges into my unit of
that's probably too
common
late,
goblins.
but okay.
What's that?
That's probably too late.
For him to go help him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But he makes it in.
Yeah.
He's happy about that. And what's he measuring that
something.
for? I don't know.
Looks like the chariot's coming up.
Oh, he tried to charge the chariot into the giant cave gnasher. And failed.
Okay.
But these guys, of course, make it in.
That looks unpleasant.
That's going to be unpleasant. And without anything else to do,
that looks
Mr.
unpleasant.
Scourge comes over and decides to kill out my Git launcher. It's worth 200 points. Might as well.
Yep.
Over here, of these 5, charged the other Git launcher and erased it. He dances out of my arc once again. And shoots me off the table.
Okay.
Hit me a second time, did 4 more wounds.
All right.
So 2 shots, both of them rolled max wounds. So anyway, got that going for me.
Yeah.
These guys come in and did a whole lot of damage. Looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10,
14.
12, 30, 14. And that's with parry trying to go for me, everything else.
Yeah.
But we're still steadfast, and we stick around and thumb our nose at him. Elsewhere, we popped the The Crusher came into the side of the cave goblins.
Right.
They managed in the ensuing fight. The giant cave gnasher killed his last
Right.
guy on foot, the Wrath guy, and then he's turned. It's hard to see. He turned to face to the right, so he's facing the blood chariot.
Okay.
The cave goblins turned to face
They were
to
able
the
to
left.
face your guy. Okay.
They just turned to face,
Okay.
so he's no longer in our flank.
And the spider's still there.
And the spider's still there, and I think he's taken one more wound. Let's see if it's nope. He has
still
not.
5.
Still 5. So come to my turn. The cave gnasher charges in,
Okay.
clips the flank of him,
Corner to corner. Bastard.
and we killed him.
So you got
We won. He did 2 more wounds to
2
the
wounds
spider,
in case you're up
but I
down.
had a charge, did a few wounds to him this time. I think I killed him outright. Just finally hit some.
Right.
And hit and wounded and got through his armor. But we did kill him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mr. Whatever that thing is.
5 guys?
Crusher Knight kills a bunch of guys. Yeah, I think he killed all 5 in the stomp or whatever.
I guess with the last combat round also, but...
Yeah, he's just having a good time. Of course, they're steadfast and going to stick around.
Yeah, you cast some kind of spell on them.
But that's the one where they get the they do a strength 4 hit to anyone in combat with.
Oh, okay.
I was just casting what I had.
Yeah. Well, you can get lucky on that guy.
Yeah, and actually it was funny because I had 1 die left and needed a big number to
okay.
hit it and still worked.
Mm.
All right, so the guys
Something is missing. I can't quite identify it.
These guys have destroyed my unit
Yes.
because of the fact he was much wider than me. His center was more towards the center of the board, so it forced me off to the left, off to the edge of the board when I fled.
Okay.
It's another thing I'm not a big fan of. I think I've always thought when you flee, you should flee directly away, not center to center. But that would stop a lot of the nonsense on the corner.
Yeah, I
as
agree.
well.
I don't like
But
the
old
angle
the
things.
old game we used to play did that, and I just kind of like that better.
Yeah.
On my turn, the unit on the hill with its 2 mad gits did launch them. One went through the unit, the other parked in front.
Which you prefer?
Which I would prefer if they both didn't make it, but I rolled really good on the other one, unfortunately.
I think you needed to send them farther over.
Yeah, I sent from the far corner to him, and I wanted to make sure they stayed in front of him, but anyway.
Yeah.
Probably could have done it differently. And so he's, you can't see it in this turn. He's not actually dead. I don't know why I put this picture here. He charged past me. Why is that there? There
The scourge. I see the scourge behind you. Yeah.
Yeah. He charged right past me. I mean, he went right
I
through
didn't even
the
notice that
fanatic,
guy was there.
the
So.
mad git.
Yeah.
He went right through the mad git. The scourge follows up behind him.
Mm-hmm.
The Wonkamobile cannon comes into the side of my cave goblins.
Right.
And my BSB does not rally and continues to run.
On your turn.
This
is his turn, right?
Yeah, previous turn.
So yeah.
That's why you see him still running, because
Yeah.
he didn't rally. And on my turn, my mage had joined my general down here behind the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really counting on that unit holding for at least 1 turn.
Yes. If not, well,
But wasn't looking for that. The the unit up top of cave goblins that got hit in the flank crumbled and let the chariot overrun into the flank of the second unit.
yeah.
We ran that combat
Bad as I said, is that.
and made it to there. He actually, but the joyous thing was he overran. You can see where that is.
Yes.
He overran and only got this far.
Yeah.
Which, because he was so confident he was overrunning, he declared the other unit was going to hold.
Right.
So did not get to my 2 characters down here off the hill. You can see his. When I broke and ran there, that guy chased me, the Crusher Knight up top,
Yeah.
and caught me and ran me down.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, he's parked right there in the middle.
And you got a wound on him somewhere along the way.
And yeah, he's got 1 wound left. So the Gargantula moves off to the right to just stay out of it. He's got 1 wound left.
Right.
The Cave Gnasher gets flaming swords on him even after he charges into the flank, and then the flaming swords got off on him to give him +1 to wound. The BSB has rallied, And because of the positioning of this chariot, I can avoid being charged because the chariot has no one to charge.
Right.
Which
he's blocking the guy behind
blocks
him.
the other unit.
And the
I'm
scourge is behind the hill. So,
from everybody else important. So I'm actually kind of... This is turn 4, and I'm just trying to keep whatever I possibly can alive at this point.
But he's got a gun looking at your spider and at your BSB.
But he's got a gun looking at a spider. So the giant cave gnasher, of course, crushes the crusher.
Yep.
And we move on to his turn 5. His turn 5, he just moves down off the hill. He's still trying to circle me. His herald comes out of the unit. His herald charged out of the unit to try to chase my BSB.
Okay.
And my BSB was forced to flee and got to the edge of the board. And then the other guys just reformed and moved. This big unit up there that's the horde is actually in a column of 2 facing to the top left. Towards the objective.
Chariot?
Towards the objective there in the center.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's got no one he needs to chase down with it anymore. So he's just figuring he's just going to he's got one more turn to get to it and he can easily reach it.
Right.
So there we go. He fires on turn 4. No, I guess not. And that's where it ends on turn 5. So I've got 3 characters, a fleeing character, and a spider with 1 wound left.
Yep. Didn't you have another Gnasher?
No, I only started with 1.
Okay. I'm sorry. He ran over.
The mad git over there ran into the woods and died.
Okay.
He ran over one of them. The other one that went through him went into the woods. And
that's what I meant. The mad git.
Himself,
yeah. Okay.
Mad git. So on bottom of turn 5, this guy's racking up points for me, so he's going to go try to kill a herald.
Yep.
It's worth a shot.
They're somewhat squishy.
He's not that great.
No.
I do 2 wounds to him.
I missed it by that much.
Yep. And he does have a banner, so I have a chart, but he lose by 1, makes his unstable check. Unfortunately, would have been nice to have been able to overrun.
Yeah.
Because if you see...
He's got his hands on this really large figure.
Yeah, if I would have killed him, what I was looking at, if I would have killed him, I can overrun and get out of arc of the scourge. But put 2 wounds on him, he stands, and on his turn 6,
that was the dice gods getting you back for going corner to corner.
Is that what that was?
Yes, it was.
Okay. It's quite possibly. So he kills me, overruns down to here.
Okay.
That's as far as he can get. And
that's a casualty up there, not a guy.
What?
Did your BSB run off the table?
The BSB failed and ran off the table. The cave gnasher up there is
a casualty. Yeah.
His cannon shot off my
spider off. So you're down to 2 characters.
So I've got my 2 characters, and that's where it's going to end.
Okay.
But I did have my 2 characters left.
Yeah.
So I got that going for me. And the BSB technically left without taking a wound, so that's a win for a goblin.
Yes.
Right?
I suppose, yes. He who fights and runs away.
This was a terrible game. If had he not made the ward save and I put a wound, I'm guaranteed at least 2 wounds on that guy, the Scourge, then I think he plays him, but probably wouldn't have changed anything because he just plays him a little bit more conservative, which means he kills my artillery, which is what he did.
Scourge of Wrath is a piece that a lot of people have challenges with countering.
Yeah, there's nothing in my army list that can fight it, no matter how I build my army.
Hardly anybody can fight the thing. You got to shoot it off, magic it off.
I mean, I have...
It goes before you do. It's got a lot of attacks,
We did the odds on it, and I think if I fully kit out a feral orc warlord on a wyvern with the Axe of the Apocalypse...
Yeah.
I can...
If he doesn't kill you?
I have a slight chance of surviving his attacks.
Yeah.
And getting to attack back. And then if he can attack back, then anything can happen.
Yeah.
But the chance of that happening are not that great. And that's the best answer for that I got.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit it with a huge unit and try to grind it down, but that thing will never fight a huge unit if it doesn't have to.
Yeah, he's going to stay away. If I could get him into my common goblins and then just challenge him every round with the shady gits or whatever.
Yeah.
I can keep him tied up for a couple rounds, and hopefully he has a bad round and whiffs and takes a wound or two from combat res, but
he's gonna stay away.
That's
from
the
that
only
best,
hope.
as
And he's
best
not. But why would he go into that? He flies. I think he's move 8 or something. Why would he go there?
No, it's a big problem for a lot of armies.
So this was just a complete blowout. It's going to be a 20-0.
Yeah.
We didn't even bother adding points at this point. So
right.
That's what it was. Yeah, this is a tough army for me to deal with. It really is, especially with this build I had.
Yeah.
It's I don't know of a build that would make any difference, but
yeah, well, he's got shooting and he's got
the thing I could do
monsters. And the shooting are also monsters. So
if I can somehow get both spiders onto the scourge, that's putting a lot of attacks into him that with poison and everything else that have a chance of doing something. But he's a flyer. He goes 8. He's not going to allow. Why would he allow that to happen?
Or if you can hit him with your war machines, which is what you're relying on your war machines.
I'm relying on my war machines to wound him.
Like EOS would. You're just relying. You have to shoot him down.
And my war machines, just like I said, crapped out this game with the 2 misfires and the hit and make the ward save.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's going to do it for that game. That was fun and exciting. Thank you for watching.
Till next time.